Hey everyone, welcome to the HLL Slop review of HLL Vietnam. Here we're just going to go over some things that I like, some things that I don't like, and we'll see how this game measures up to the original. Starting off with the pros, I want to talk about how this game looks. There are a lot of beautiful moments throughout this game. This is a rough landscape to kind of make super immersive, and they really do a good job in many aspects of the levels. There's lots of dynamic lighting, lots of movement. I also think the time of day changes throughout the match. Keeping up with the look and feel and aesthetics of the game, you're still getting a classic and chaotic sense of action with the game. A big win for me in this one is swimming. I get that sometimes it might not feel realistic that you can swim with all that gear on, but in levels like this with tons of swamp and water, you gotta be able to swim. Another W for this game is the tunnel system. I've seen people complain about this, it being a little clunky. It honestly feels like something you'd see in Battlefield 1. I love that sense of immersion, and I love being able to travel around the map quickly. On to the dislikes, I gotta move to something super nitpicky, which is the music. With the original game having such a sweet historical tone, this one just does not fit for me. It feels like Back 4 Blood or some kind of horror game. It's not a deal breaker, but just one of those little details that falls flat. But what do you guys think about the music? Moving right along to the menus and the UI UX, it doesn't look bad, but it is super buggy. Buttons don't work, I can't go to specific sections, and then sometimes they do work. It's just really buggy. Next thing I'm going to say is garrison placement. I know at least 2 matches I had teams that could not place garrisons at all. It was just really buggy. Luckily I've only run into that a couple times. In-game menu issues are really apparent. Here on the scoreboard screen, I can't switch over to check my stats. I can't even check from the map itself. There are things I like about the map, but I hate the way they handled selecting the spawn, and enemy locations are always flashing no matter when the flare was shot. It feels a little too interactive, and it just doesn't quite hit the era for me. Just more in-game bugs here. Whenever you're hit, you can see that there's a phantom medic that is 0 meters away, and now graphics were a pro, but they're also a con. And it's just in specific parts of the map where reflections and lighting causing a lot of different vibrations and movement, and it doesn't make any sense at all. And yes, I am on a console, but still, there's a lot of loading issues with this. There's a lot of different plants and trees, but close or especially far away, they have trouble loading in. Moving on to the audio, the guns just sound off. In the first game, they're so realistic, it really brings you into the game. These just sound a little suppressed, a little muffled, like an old-timey musket. I don't know, to me, the combat just seems a little clunky in general, and the headshot noise, I just can't get over it. It sounds like a keeping effect. This really isn't a pro or con, but it's really hard not to turn every match into a bush battle. The visibility is absolutely crazy, and you can have a guy 2 feet away from you and really not see him. I guess that does create an authentic jungle warfare experience, but I don't know if that makes for the most exciting gameplay, and that's coming from a certified camper. And my skills aside, it seems like they've nerfed using the binoculars to turn any weapon into a sniper rifle. So yes, this game does have a ton of bugs. It is inconsistent, but there's an update pretty much every time you log on, so they're working on it diligently. We all know it wasn't going to be perfect when it came to launch, but is this game as good as the original? No, not yet. Could it be after a couple of weeks or months? I think it can get pretty close. I would give the original Hell Let Loose a solid A+. I love that game, and in its current state, Vietnam feels like a B-. It's just too inconsistent with the gameplay. The bugs are still apparent. I might set it down for a little while just to see if they can iron out some of those details, but it's definitely worth trying out. But those are my thoughts on the game. What do you guys think? Is this the best game ever? Is it worth full price? What do you love? What do you hate? Let me know.